Roseanne brought us the Connor family for 9 unforgettable seasons, but what happened after the cameras stopped rolling is more dramatic than any episode the writers could have imagined. Here's where the cast ended up in 2026. Number 1. We have Roseanne Barr, the groundbreaking comedian who played Roseanne Connor from 1988 to 2018. Roseanne was 36 years old when her self-titled sitcom premiered, revolutionizing television by showing a working-class family that struggled with real issues. In 2026, Roseanne is 74 years old, and her legacy has been completely destroyed by her own actions. After the original series ended in 1997, Roseanne continued working but never reached the same heights. Then in 2018, ABC revived Roseanne to massive ratings, over 18 million viewers. But just months later, Roseanne tweeted a racist comment comparing former Obama advisor Valerie Jarrett to an ape. ABC fired her immediately and canceled the show, which was then rebooted as The Connors without her character. Roseanne has been married 3 times, to Bill Pentland, Tom Arnold, and Ben Thomas, and has 5 children. She's retreated to her macadamia nut farm in Hawaii and has become increasingly controversial with conspiracy theories and political statements. Roseanne created one of TV's most important sitcoms, but her racism and erratic behavior destroyed everything she'd built in a single tweet. Number 2. We have John Goodman, the lovable dad who played Dan Connor from 1988 to 2018. John was 36 years old when Roseanne started, bringing warmth and authenticity to the blue-collar father trying to provide for his family. In 2026, John is 74 years old and has become one of America's most beloved character actors. After Roseanne ended in 1997, John appeared in countless films including The Big Lebowski, Oh Brother Where Art Thou?, Argo, 10, Cloverfield Lane, and he voiced Sully in Monsters, Inc. When the Roseanne revival happened, John returned as Dan, even though the original series finale had killed off his character. After Roseanne Barr's firing, John stayed with The Connors, which has run successfully since 2018. John has been married to Anna Beth Hartzog since 1989, over 35 years together, and they have 1 daughter. He struggled with alcoholism throughout his career but got sober in 2007 and has maintained his sobriety. John also lost over 100 pounds in recent years through lifestyle changes. Dan Connor was America's favorite TV dad, and John Goodman proved that talent and professionalism can sustain a career for decades, even when your co-star implodes. Number 3, we have Laurie Metcalf, who played Jackie Harris, Roseanne's neurotic younger sister, from 1988 to 2018. Laurie was 33 years old when the show started, appearing in every single episode across all iterations as the unstable but loving aunt. In 2026, Laurie is 71 years old and has had one of the most successful post-Roseanne careers imaginable. While starring on Roseanne, Laurie simultaneously built a legendary theater career, winning 3 Tony Awards for her Broadway performances. She appeared in films like Scream 2, Lady Bird, which earned her an Oscar nomination, and Toy Story as Andy's mom. Laurie returned for both the Roseanne revival and The Connors, proving her loyalty to the show. She's been married 3 times, to Jeff Perry, with whom she has a daughter, Zoe Perry, who plays young Sheldon's mom on Young Sheldon, then to Matt Roth, who also appeared on Roseanne, and currently to Ray Romano since 2017. Laurie has won 4 Emmys total, including 3 for Roseanne. Jackie Harris was a mess, but Laurie Metcalf became one of the most decorated actresses of her generation. Number 4, we have Sara Gilbert, who played Darlene Connor from 1988 to 2018. Sara was just 13 years old when Roseanne started, growing up entirely on camera as the sarcastic, tomboyish middle child who became a fan favorite. In 2026, Sara is 51 years old and became a successful talk show host and producer. After Roseanne ended in 1997, Sara attended Yale University while continuing to act. In 2010, Sara created and became co-host of The Talk on CBS, which she did for 9 years. She came out as a lesbian in 2010, married Linda Perry, the former Four Non-Blondes singer, in 2014, and they had 1 son together before divorcing in 2019. Sara also has 2 children from a previous relationship with TV producer Allison Adler. She was instrumental in getting the Roseanne revival made in 2018 and became an executive producer on The Connors after Roseanne's firing. Sara recently announced she's in a relationship with a woman after her divorce. Darlene was the smart, rebellious daughter, and Sara Gilbert built a multifaceted career while publicly embracing her authentic self. Number 5. We have Johnny Galecki, who played David Healy, Darlene's sensitive boyfriend and eventual husband, from 1992 to 2018. Johnny was just 17 years old when he joined Roseanne, appearing in 95 episodes as the sweet artist who fell for the sarcastic Darlene. In 2026, Johnny is 51 years old and became one of the highest-paid actors in television history. After Roseanne ended in 1997, Johnny continued acting, but his breakthrough came in 2007 when he landed the role of Leonard Hofstadter on The Big Bang Theory. That show ran for 12 seasons until 2019, and at its peak, Johnny was earning $1 million per episode. He dated his Big Bang co-star Kaley Cuoco from 2008 to 2010, keeping the relationship secret from the public. Johnny returned for both the Roseanne revival and the Connors reunion episodes. He's never been married but has been in relationships with several actresses and welcomed a son with his girlfriend Elena Meyer in 2019, though they later split. David Healy was the gentle artist, but Johnny Galecki became a sitcom legend who earned hundreds of millions from The Big Bang Theory. Number 6, we have Alicia Goranson, the original Becky Connor who played the role from 1988 to 1996 before leaving the show. Alicia was just 14 years old when Roseanne started, appearing as the popular oldest daughter before being replaced by Sarah Chalke in 1993. In 2026, Alicia is 52 years old and took a very different path than most sitcom stars. Alicia left Roseanne to attend Vassar College, prioritizing education over fame, a rare choice for a teenage TV star. She graduated and then returned to acting sporadically, including coming back to Roseanne for a few episodes in the final season, where she and Sarah Chalke both appeared as different Beckys, which the show joked about. Alicia appeared in films like Boys Don't Cry and How to Make an American Quilt, but mostly stayed out of the spotlight. She returned for both the 2018 Roseanne revival and the Connors, reclaiming the role she originated. Alicia has kept her personal life extremely private with little public information about relationships. The original Becky Connor valued education and normalcy, and Alicia Goranson made the smart choice to get her degree and live life on her own terms. Number 7, we have Michael Fishman, who played DJ Connor, the youngest Connor child, from 1988 to 2018. Michael was just 6 years old when Roseanne started, appearing in nearly every episode as the mischievous little brother. In 2026, Michael is 44 years old and has experienced both career longevity and heartbreaking tragedy. After the original Roseanne ended, Michael struggled to find acting work and took jobs outside of entertainment while occasionally acting. When the Roseanne revival happened in 2018, Michael returned as adult DJ, now a military veteran. He continued on the Connors until 2021 when he was written off the show amid reports of behind-the-scenes issues. The tragedy that shook Michael's world came in 2020 when his 19-year-old son Larry died from a drug overdose. Michael has been open about his grief and has become an advocate for addiction awareness. He's been married twice and has children from both relationships. DJ Connor was the baby of the family, but Michael Fishman grew up in front of America and faced unimaginable loss that no parent should endure. Number 8, we have Natalie West, who played Crystal Anderson, Dan's co-worker who married Roseanne's father, from 1988 to 2018. Natalie was 36 years old during her first Roseanne appearances as the sweet, somewhat dim waitress who became part of the extended family. In 2026, Natalie is 74 years old and has been the definition of a working character actress. After Roseanne's original run, Natalie continued appearing in various TV shows and films, never becoming famous but always working. She returned for the Roseanne revival in 2018 and appeared in the Connors as well, showing her loyalty to the show that gave her the most visibility. Natalie has kept her personal life completely private, with almost no public information about marriages, relationships, or family. She represents the character actor who works steadily for decades without drama or headlines, simply showing up and doing the job. Crystal was often the butt of jokes for being a bit slow, but Natalie West built a quiet, sustainable career that's lasted over 35 years without controversy or scandal. Number 9, we have Glenn Quinn, who played Mark Healy, Becky's bad boy boyfriend and eventual husband, from 1990 to 1997. Glenn was 21 years old when he joined Roseanne as the leather jacket-wearing motorcycle rider who swept the good girl off her feet. Tragically, Glenn Quinn passed away in December 2002 at just 32 years old from a heroin overdose. His death was devastating and came just 5 years after Roseanne ended. Glenn was born in Ireland and moved to the United States to pursue acting, landing the Mark Healy role that made him famous. After Roseanne, Glenn appeared on Angel, the Buffy the Vampire Slayer spin-off, playing Doyle from 1999 to 2000. But behind the scenes, Glenn was battling severe drug addiction that ultimately killed him. He was found dead in a friend's home in North Hollywood, and the autopsy revealed a lethal combination of heroin, cocaine, and other substances. Glenn never married and had no children. His Roseanne castmates were shocked by his death, and many have spoken about wishing they'd known how badly he was struggling. Mark Healey was the rebellious outsider, but Glenn Quinn's real life ended in tragedy that still haunts those who knew and loved him. Number 10. We have Estelle Parsons, the legendary actress who played Beverly Harris, Roseanne and Jackie's emotionally abusive mother, from 1989 to 2018. Estelle was already 61 years old when she joined Roseanne, bringing her Oscar-winning talent to the role of the narcissistic, critical matriarch. In 2026, Estelle is an incredible 99 years old and still occasionally working. Before Roseanne, Estelle won an Academy Award for Bonnie and Clyde in 1967 and had an illustrious Broadway career spanning decades. After Roseanne's original run, Estelle continued doing theater and occasional TV appearances. She returned for both the Roseanne revival and the Connors, delighting fans with her sharp comedic timing, even in her 90s. Estelle has been married twice and has children and grandchildren. At nearly 100 years old, she represents old Hollywood talent meeting sitcom success. Estelle has won a Tony Award, an Oscar, and multiple other accolades across her 7-decade career. Beverly Harris was a monster of a mother, but Estelle Parsons is a living legend who's worked professionally for over 70 years and shows no signs of stopping. Number 11. We have Tom Arnold, who played Arnie Thomas, Dan's friend and business partner from 1989 to 1993. Tom was 30 years old when he joined Roseanne as the obnoxious but lovable buddy who provided comic relief. In 2026, Tom is 67 years old, and his story is forever intertwined with Roseanne Barr in the messiest way possible. Tom married Roseanne in 1990 while both were working on the show, and their relationship was volatile and public. They divorced in 1994 after 4 years of chaos, public fights, and mutual accusations. After Roseanne, Tom had his own sitcom The Jackie Thomas Show, which failed, appeared in True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and worked as a comedian and actor. Tom has been married 4 times total. After Roseanne, he married Julie Armstrong, then Shelby Roos, and currently Ashley Grousman, with whom he has 2 children. Tom has also become obsessed with finding damaging tapes of Donald Trump, which has consumed much of his recent public life. He's remained estranged from Roseanne and has criticized her publicly numerous times. Arnie Thomas was Dan's goofy friend, but Tom Arnold became famous for his train wreck marriage and never quite escaped Roseanne's shadow. Number 12. We have Sandra Bernhard, who played Nancy Bartlett, the openly gay friend of the family, from 1991 to 2018. Sandra was 36 years old when she joined Roseanne, bringing groundbreaking LGBTQ+ representation to primetime television as Nancy came out during the series. In 2026, Sandra is 69 years old and has maintained a successful career in comedy and acting. Before and after Roseanne, Sandra has been a stand-up comedian, actress, singer, and author known for her provocative and edgy performances. She appeared in The King of Comedy with Robert De Niro and has done one-woman shows on Broadway. Sandra returned for both the Roseanne revival and the Connors, and Nancy's character became even more prominent. Sandra has never married, but has been in a long-term relationship with Sarah Switzer since the 1990s, and they have 1 daughter together born in 1998. Sandra remains active in comedy and continues performing her one-woman shows across the country. Nancy Bartlett was a pioneering LGBTQ+ character on 90s TV, and Sandra Bernhard has been unapologetically herself for over 40 years in entertainment. Number 13, we have Martin Mull, who played Leon Karp, Roseanne's gay boss at the diner, from 1991 to 1997. Martin was 48 years old when he joined Roseanne as the sarcastic, openly gay restaurant owner who constantly sparred with Roseanne. In 2026, Martin is 83 years old and has had one of those long, steady character actor careers that spans decades. Before Roseanne, Martin appeared in Fernwood Tonight, Mary Hartman, and countless other shows. After Roseanne ended, Martin continued working in shows like Arrested Development, 2.5 Men, and Veep. He's also an accomplished painter and musician, showing his range beyond acting. Martin has been married 3 times and has 1 daughter, Maggie Mull, who's also an actress and TV writer. He's continued working into his 80s, appearing in various projects and voiceover work. Martin represents the versatile character actor who works constantly across 5 decades without ever being the star. Leon Karp was the sarcastic boss who could match Roseanne insult for insult, and Martin Mull proved that supporting players often have the longest, most fulfilling careers. Number 14, we have Sarah Chalke, and stepping into Alicia Goranson's shoes as replacement. Becky was one of TV's most awkward casting changes. Sarah was just 17 years old when she took over the role in 1993, appearing in 74 episodes through 1997 while Alicia was at college. In 2026, Sarah is 50 years old and found massive success after the Becky controversy. Here's what made it strange. The show never explained why Becky suddenly looked completely different, and when Alicia returned for the final season, both actresses appeared, with the show making meta jokes about the two Beckys. After Roseanne ended, Sarah struggled briefly before landing the role that would define her career, Dr. Elliot Reed on Scrubs from 2001 to 2010. That show made her a star and showed her incredible comedic timing. Sarah has also voiced Beth Smith on Rick and Morty since 2013, one of animation's most popular shows. She's been in a long-term relationship with lawyer Jamie Afifi since the mid-2000s, and they have 2 children together, though they've never married. Sarah returned for both the Roseanne revival and the Connors, finally getting closure on playing Becky. Their son was diagnosed with Kawasaki disease as a baby, and Sarah became an advocate for the condition. Being replacement Becky could have destroyed her career, but Sarah Chalke proved she was talented enough to overcome the awkwardness and build an impressive resume that eventually made people forget she was ever the other Becky. Number 15, we have George Clooney, who played Booker Brooks, Jackie's abusive boyfriend, in just 11 episodes from 1988 to 1991. George was 27 years old during his Roseanne appearances, still years away from becoming one of Hollywood's biggest stars. In 2026, George is 65 years old and became one of the most successful actors to ever appear on Roseanne. After his small recurring role, George landed ER in 1994, which made him a superstar. He then became a Hollywood leading man in Ocean's 11, Michael Clayton, Up in the Air, Gravity, and countless other blockbusters, winning 2 Oscars. George married human rights lawyer Amal Alamuddin in 2014, and they have twins together. He's also become a political activist, humanitarian, and one of the most respected figures in entertainment. George has acknowledged his Roseanne days fondly, but clearly moved far beyond sitcom work. Booker Brooks was a brief, somewhat dark role, but George Clooney became Hollywood royalty and one of the few actors to successfully transition from TV to A-list movie stardom. Number 16, we have Michael O'Keefe, who played Fred, Jackie's husband and father of her son Andy, from 1993 to 1995. Michael was 38 years old during his Roseanne appearances as the somewhat bland guy who married the neurotic Jackie. In 2026, Michael is 71 years old and has had a long career that most people don't fully realize. Before Roseanne, Michael was nominated for an Oscar for his role in The Great Santini in 1979 and appeared in Caddyshack as Danny Noonan. After Roseanne, Michael worked steadily in TV shows and films, appearing in Law & Order, Rizzoli and Isles, and various other projects. He's been married 3 times, including to singer Bonnie Raitt from 1991 to 1999. Michael has continued acting into his 70s and has maintained a low-key but consistent career. He never became a household name but built a sustainable acting career spanning over 45 years. Fred was Jackie's husband for a couple of seasons, but Michael O'Keefe was an Oscar-nominated actor long before Roseanne and continued working long after, proving that character actors with talent can work forever.